Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking. If you find this video useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can help me out by sharing posts on these socially places that are scrolling past on your screen right now. So today, I'd like to talk about another one of the weird ones that makes me sit here and go, oh, it's just weird. And that is BPD and absorbing personalities. Now, I started making this video a little while ago, actually, and I did talk about all the ways in which this relates to me. And then I did a bit of research on it and found out that I'd missed loads of stuff. It's really a complicated topic that affects people in various different ways. Now, what I found is something that I'd sort of come to the conclusion of myself, is that this is a bit of a BPD superpower, so to speak. It can give you massive empathy. Or so I'm told. You see, the thing is, I got to miss out on the massive empathy bit because of the MPD as well, which has a severe lack of empathy with it. It's interesting how the two have cancelled each other out on this particular occasion. But because people with BPD are especially sensitive to other people's emotions and feelings and that sort of thing, it does make some people with BPD quite empathic and quite in tune to other people. And when we talk about absorbing personalities, for some people, it means taking on their emotions and feeling those emotions as well. I'm actually wondering if this will come out in me in some way over the next sort of year or so as I deal with actually having empathy. And maybe I'll get this sort of empathy overload or whatever that comes on in a bit. And start to sort of absorb the emotions from people as you're with them. It's in many ways a sort of wonderful ability to have. You can really tell what people are feeling. I feel massively in tune to what people are feeling and what they're communicating to me silently. I don't know how right that is. It seems to be a common thing. But again, with the MPD, I've always struggled to really take advantage of it. Where the personality absorption comes for me is on the more weird side of things, which is the personality, absorbing an actual personality and other things related to that. Now, again, for some people, so I'm told, it happens on a one-to-one basis. People do it with friends, people do it with loved ones, all kinds of different things. I tend to do it with TV shows, which is weird. What did I tell you? And seriously, start to get weird desires and things that I want to do based on what it is I'm watching. So I've had some really weird things that I've felt over the years. If I watch Trailer Park Boys, I will start swearing a lot more and want to live in a trailer park. I latch onto the appealing side of things. I remember starting to watch Shameless and wishing I lived on a Manchester council estate, and it goes all the way through to sitting watching Community while I'm scrolling through what night classes are available in my local area, because suddenly going back to school seems like a good idea. All of these things, it just soaks into me like a sponge. And those aren't really a problem because I'm unlikely to stick with it for very long. And it never actually does anything that results in a change in my life. I've never gone to live in a trailer park or taken a night class, for example, or anything like that. These things tend to go away pretty quick. The ones that stick around for me, that I find the weirdest, speech patterns and that kind of thing. I do tend to absorb that. But even then, not in a useful sort of good at doing impressions kind of way. I'm awful at doing impressions. but I do pick up speech patterns from people. It's very weird. When I started doing this YouTube channel, there were a number of videos I had to delete because I was talking like Kelsey Grammer in Frasier, or the last YouTuber I'd just watched, or something like that. It varied. There have been many things over the years that I've recorded and thought, that's not me speaking, that's someone else. And it is. And if you know, I don't know, I don't know how accurately these things are replicated and come out. Because like I say, they're not impressions. I don't directly sound like somebody else. I don't do a great Christopher Walken. That's not what I'm saying. It's just speech patterns, it's rhythms, it's that kind of thing. Maybe the occasional bit of word use. It's very odd, and I have to work not to do it. And again, it's maybe I notice it more because I'm making videos of myself and editing them and that kind of thing, and I'm aware of it going on. It becomes useful when I'm sort of narrating an audiobook or something like that. If I'm doing a character voice, then it does somewhat become a little bit useful to be able to dig into somebody else's personality and bring that out in a vocal way. I told you this was weird. What do you want from me? But I do kind of agree it's a superpower. I like that idea very much. What can I say? And I did come up with the idea. I came up with the idea. I've come up with no idea. Something occurred to me. The concept of absorbing personalities to trot out at the right time. If I can do it when I'm recording an audiobook, why can't I do it at other times? And use that to control other things. So the best example I can give you for that is watch and absorb a lot of Bob Ross. A calm person, somebody like that. Somebody that when your life starts to go wrong, you can tap into this. Mr. Rogers, there's another one. You know what, the kind of personality that I'm talking about. If you're going to start absorbing personalities, why not pick and choose? Why not pick some good ones? Pick some that are going to help you in some way. Is that not a good idea? That seems like a good idea to me. Don't pick something stupid. But it's something that I found has helped a lot over the years to sort of, and I suppose I've been doing it without knowing it. Taking on these characteristics, learning these personality traits and trotting them out when necessary. I don't know if that comes from sort of a lack of that as we've talked about before with BPD, that lack of self, that lack of who am I element, and maybe you sort of filling it in from different places. And I used to see that as a bad thing, but at the end of the day, we're all just an amalgamation of the people we've been. That was a very loud bang outside. We're all just an amalgamation of the people we've been around and the experiences we've had and that sort of thing. And so, who cares where they come from, right? Ultimately, what does it matter? So, fill yourself up with something good. I don't know. Anyway, that's a sort of, I don't know, it feels like a brief introduction, but I don't know if that's it. Maybe we'll revisit it. Again, I'd love to hear from other people on this topic. Do you do any of these things? It is a classic BPD trait, but not a marker. So we won't all do it. But it's weird. What did I tell you? It's weird. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll be back in another video. You take care. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.